in my family, like most, it's the women that keep the traditions, specifically making the holidays special. And in my family's case, that means with the table setting. Every holiday, I think of my mom and her sister, my Auntie Ozzie, and her sister-in-law, Auntie Laura, and my grandma, because I've acquired some of each of their table settings. I've got my mom's crystal. I've got my Aunt Ozzie's silverware. I've got my Auntie Laura's antique tablecloth. And I've got my grandma's china. So when I set my table for the holidays, I'm setting down little pieces of them, it feels like. And when I set the table, I can actually feel my gram and my Aunt Ozzie with me. And I even talk to them a little bit, which makes my husband laugh at me. For me, it's the joy of setting the table, the joy of the anticipation of the meal. It's the beauty of the table setting. I have memories of my grandma and going to her house to eat an Easter meal. My grandma and grandfather were from the Ukraine. And so we would have always sausage, pierogies. She called them pitahe. Those are those little potato dumplings. We would have either borscht or kwasuka. The borscht was my favorite, and that's the beet soup. And I can even remember as a little girl asking for permission, may I please lick the bowl? And I would every time. I really loved her borscht. When she passed away, she had never really taught my mom or I how to make that recipe. So one day my mom called me and said, all right, I've been fiddling around in the kitchen and I know this is not Grandma's recipe because it uses Campbell's soup, but it at least gets the flavor and the texture and the color close. The recipe I use is my mom's Americanized version of traditional Ukrainian borscht, but it tastes just like Grandma's for the most part. And I still lick the bowl.